folks, welcome to the very first episode of Chai Stirk. This is your girl Tanisha, and today we are going to be reviewing a cafe I recently went to. 419 people have given it a positive review, which is insane. That's huge. So I wanted to see what the hype's all about and if I would also be chai struck. How many calories in a bar?
Well, don't put that on me. No.
Now, something really special about this place is the humble beginnings it comes from. So way back in 2000 in Malaysia, a mom who's also a baker was experimenting and she wanted to bake the best roti bun in the world. So she popped some butter in the bun, doused it with chocolate caramel sauce. Oh, I can just imagine how great that was. She had her son try it, who took a bite out of it, fell in love. 2 years later, they had their own cafe in Malaysia, and these father of all rotis, as they call it, or the PappaRoti, became so popular that fast forward 2 decades later and they have over 400 locations worldwide. First thing I noticed, of course, was the ambience of the space. The ambience of this place, PappaRoti, is actually really nice and relaxed. The lights are a little bit dim, but not too dim. Like if you wanted to come and read here, it's actually perfect for that. They do have free Wi-Fi, which is amazing. It's basically your regular, contemporary, stylish, yet very simple cafe-style decor. Staff over here is so sweet. The service is amazing. So our friend Yusuf showed us how these special buns are made.
Dough. Inside the dough is like a small slice of butter. Makes it very light and fluffy. And then we're going to apply a coffee frosting on top of it. This is before it's baked. And when we bake it, it melts on top of it. It comes out crispy from the outside, fluffy from the inside. They bake for about 15 minutes. And the outer ring becomes crunchy.
I ordered their classic signature bun, the PappaRoti bun, with chai karak, which is a Middle Eastern spin-off of masala chai. This was my first time trying a chai karak, so I was a little bit hesitant, but oh my god, when the meal arrived, my manners went out the window. I was just sniffing away at the chai karak. It smelled so good. I'm trying their classic signature recipe, or their bun and their chai karak. So excited to dig into this. Chai karak. It was so full of spices and all of them were so delicate, and it was more than just a chai. It felt like home. Yeah, the aroma had me. It was a full-bodied tea which could handle the milk, the spices, and the sugar really well, and that really did it for me. It was very delicately balanced because many times I find that chai, anything that is related to chai, especially here in the West, is just overdosed with cinnamon and star anise, those types of spices. Nothing wrong with that, but just my personal opinion is that chai does not necessarily mean that. And this chai karak had a lot of cardamom and other warm spices, which I couldn't really tell what they are, but it just definitely wasn't cinnamon and star anise. So this was the closest chai I've had to proper chai, homemade chai, when I've been outside. Let's try their bun out as well. It might be a little bit hard by now, but let's give it a shot. Ooh, it's kind of crispy on the outside. Let's see how it is on the inside. Am I supposed to eat it with my hand? Okay, I'm eating it with my hand, guys. Don't judge. It's like very bread type, if you can see it. Let's see what it tastes like. Okay, so it's on the sweeter side, but it's not too sweet. Like I could have this for breakfast and it wouldn't be like eating dessert for breakfast. You know what I mean? It's bread, like with like the right amount of sweetness, but it's not on the sweet side. Like it's not dessert. It's refreshing. So for the things I loved about PappaRoti was number one, the food and the drink, which is obviously the most important, one of the most important things when you go to a cafe. That the bun was great, it was warm, it was delicious, the chai was totally does justice to how a homemade chai would be, and it had the Middle Eastern spin-off with the cardamom and the way it was made. I absolutely loved it. The second thing that I loved about this place, like I said, was customer service. I believe it was Yusuf who was serving us, and he was just so warm and friendly. And real talk, guys, this was the first time we were recording in a cafe. We were nervous. We had our tripod camera, everything set up, but he just made us feel so warm and so welcomed. So thanks for that, Yusuf. Thank you. I appreciate that. And the third thing I loved about PappaRoti is the fact that it truly is international. It has such humble beginnings in Malaysia, so just knowing that story, entering there, makes the whole experience more wholesome. It just embodies a lot more than a cafe. It has a story to it, it has a very multicultural vibe to it, and everything just fits so well and cohesively over there. Oh my god, guys, let's talk about diversity. Their music style is actually, it was top 40 or top 50 before, and then it kind of went into Arabic music, and now they're playing Bollywood music. Wow. So it really is a fusion of not just the food and the tea cultures, but it's also a fusion of music and the ambience and everything. Now that's very refreshing, just like my cup of chai. Some things that I wasn't a big fan of. Number one, it would be, okay, so I know I've gone on and on about the music, which I loved, but I just think it was a little bit loud and a little bit too upbeat for a cafe. So say you wanted to study there or you wanted to just get some work done, I would be very, very distracted. If we could just go on Spotify and find a cafe type cover of these songs, it would just make it that much better, and the music wouldn't take away from the whole ambience of the space. The second thing that didn't sit very well with me is the fact that the ingredients are imported from overseas. From an environmental standpoint, it is definitely better to shop local. So if they could get their milk and flour from local markets, it would just leave a smaller footprint on the world. Third thing that sort of was difficult for me there was the space, because it was a very tiny space and there were a lot of people, but I think this is just a testament to the fact that they're so popular, and this is also the reason why they might potentially be opening 2 more locations in the US, which would be so great because more people can go and enjoy this cute, amazing cafe. So thanks so much, guys, for watching this first review.
Don't put that on the video. No, it's under 300.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not.